Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at number 7 Auto Mall today.
All right, soccer fans, welcome into the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center for the Under-17 Boys Final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. As we get you set for this match between Glen Shields Juventus and Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves. This should be a phenomenal match, and if the Under-17 Girls Final won by Juventus 7-6 on penalties, if that was any indication, let's see what the Under-17 boys can do and what this match holds, because I think we're all still amped up from that previous contest. You got to look at the two squads as they line up, and we welcome you into the broadcast where you can join us live in venue or through our online match center as these teams make Ontario soccer history this weekend. New this year, fans can enjoy even more coverage through Ontario Soccer's My Soccer app powered by BMO, featuring exclusive content like player interviews and behind-the-scenes footage you won't find anywhere else. Download the app for free today from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, and don't miss any of the action at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. We've got the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves wearing red and black today, as they are on the left side of your screen right now, and Glen Shields Juventus in their iconic white and black striped kits to your right. And now in their fourth year, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario and their 3,400 dairy producers and families continue their valuable support and partnership with Ontario Soccer as a premier partner and act as the exclusive title partner of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. This collaboration with Ontario Soccer will bring positive outcomes to youth sports across the province. There you get a look at the GLEN Shields Juventus starting 11 as they'll be turning to Steeple in between the sticks for this one to get the start. On the bench to start the match is Harper. But if the girls' squad was any indication, maybe we'll see a goalkeeper switch at halftime. Ended up paying dividends for Juventus, especially come penalties at that under-17 girls' final where Miriam Oakman made some big saves. But in this one, it'll be Steeple getting the start for Juve. Now you get a look at the Toronto Cherry Beach squad. And the starting keeper for them in this one is Justin Draki, number 99. So a couple of players to key in on throughout this match for Toronto Cherry Beach. You want to keep an eye on Margaritas, Giannis Margaritas, number 14. He'll certainly be a threat today for Juve. You'll keep an eye on Massimo Louis. He'll be an option along with Julius Szabo. This should be a real great match here between these two squads as they vie for Ontario Cup history, the chance to hoist the MilkUP Ontario Cup, and also the chance to represent the province at the national championships. That's right, to add to the excitement of this storied competition, the MilkUP Ontario Cup champions in the U15, U17, and adult divisions will once again get to fly their provincial flag at the national championships in October. We wish all our teams the best of success in their pursuits of soccer excellence. The roster's getting read out for both squads here, and then we'll get the action underway. It's our second of 3 matches on the day, the under-17 boys final. Coming to you live from the stadium field at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center. You're tuned in to the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Remember, you can visit us live on the Match Center and download the My Soccer powered app by BMO for all that exclusive content. Relive all the best moments from the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup finals. Gonna look at the GLEN Shields bench there. And we're just moments away from the opening kickoff. The wind picking up continues to blow right across the face of the pitch. Switching towards our broadcast tower will be Aviz today, trying to play an aerial ball to the far side where the grandstands are. Will prove challenging to be sure. But other than that, no real advantage for either squad in terms of trying to shoot from range. It's pretty much right across. And I'm sure you can pick it up on my mic as I talk because it is a windy day, but it's sunny. The sun is battling through the clouds, and overall, it's not raining, so I think we'll take it. No bees, no rain. It's pretty pristine conditions in my book. Both squads getting set to battle it out here for the under-17 boys final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. GLEN Shields Juventus going for back-to-back titles here after the under-17 girls squad booked their ticket to national championships with a 7-6 victory on penalties. But for the time being, we'll step aside for the playing of the national anthem.
Kevin, look at the flag.
Under 17 boys final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup, and the opening kickoff is next between Glen Shields Juventus and Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves. I'm Nico Cardarelli, I'm your commentator. Big shout out to our technical crew. Can't sleep on these guys, they'll catch you napping. Great job by Yaz and the team behind the scenes. It's hard work for them, long hours, long days, but they do a great job and they make my job easy. So thank you to the crew. Big shout out to all the Ontario soccer staff for all their hard work, all the volunteers. Big shout out to the comms crew from Ontario Soccer, Ben, Tara, Victoria, Bjorn, my guy. Hope you're doing well. I hope I see you this weekend. Ben, I hope you're recovering and resting and getting well, my friend. Missed you the last few times, and I trust you're doing well. We get you set for the opening kickoff here, as this broadcast is brought to you by Hub. Hub is the official broadcast sponsor of this live stream. They're one of the largest insurance brokers in the world, and they're right here in your community. With Hub, you're at the center of an integrated network that spans North America, a one-of-a-kind aggregation of insurance professionals who understand the issues you face every day. Find out more at hubinternational.com. There you get a look at Juve in their black and white striped kits, black shorts, black socks. And their starting keeper, Stipo, has to switch up his shirt here. So instead of number 1, he'll go out there with number 23. But that is Kevin Stipo between the sticks for Juve. And now you get a look at the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves in their red and black kits, black shorts, black socks, ready to roll as the Red Wolves will kick us off. Juve will defend the goal to our camera right, as these teams come out ready to contend for the MilkUP Ontario Cup. And we're underway in the Under-17 boys final here at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup, as the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves move left to right across your screen in the red and black kits with early possession from the opening kickoff. Juve coming in for the interception, as that's Costa there to come up with it. Juve, again, in those iconic white, black, the Bianconeri striped kits, as the ball played in with some push from the throw-in, but Juve quickly retained possession. Challenge on the back of the ball carrier. And that's an early foul there, as Zabo got taken to turf. There you get a look at the replay, and you can see Zabo getting tackled from the back. Easy call. Play continuing on as Latre comes up with it. Makes the pass over to Hatani. Hatani being closed down before Letra comes up with it. All the way back to the keeper, Stipo, who's being closed there quickly, but even though Mimani had some pace, he couldn't close in on Stipo. Loose ball controlled through the midfield as Menadio came away with it. Now it's passed to the near flank where it's controlled by Hatami. Hatami playing it up the line. Louis closed, knocked out, and it's a throw-in for Juve. Massimo Louis, the attacking threat up there, unable to create initially. He receives the pass now, but it's stripped away after Menadia played it to him. Louis trying to close down. Hatemi gets in the way of that, draws it back where it'll be controlled by Letra. He looks for an option, and he'll use his keeper, Stipo. Stipo didn't like the short, so he'll play it up the middle where it's controlled by Sumkowski. Sumkowski can't hold it for long as it works its way all the way back to Stipo, the keeper for Juve. Early in the match, and some pressure there, a turnover. Juve had trouble in the under-17 girls final with this, but their Steeple bails them out with the save after Nigatu got the chance for Toronto. Well, Abel Nigatu created the turnover, stripping that away. But Juve bailed out by the save of the keeper, Steeple. The Red Wolves pressing again. Mimani trying to get that one over, but Nigatu couldn't receive. Up the pitch, Louis trying to turn. It's off of Louis and out for a Red Wolves throw. Elson knocks that one forward where it'll be met by the foot of Letra. Controlled here by Elson. Up the line, no one there in red and black, so it'll be controlled by Hatami. Keeping it short, it works its way back to Hatami from Menadio, and that's knocked out. Throw in for Juve early here, inside the opening 5 minutes of play. Hatami throwing in, controlled initially there by Zabo. We'll check that was Simkowski that got to it. He picks it up again now for Juve. Dishing that one. As moving it further was Carnevale. Ball played up the far sideline, knocked out, and it'll be a throw-in for Juve as that was Costa gaining the possession. Michael Costa looking for options. Tosses in, contending but unable to win it was Mele, and that's out for a Toronto throw. Both crowds traveling well, both fan bases traveling well. A good crowd on hand here for this one. Banners for both squads in the crowd right now. Juve trying to hold the play in as Hatami shields it out for the throw. Hatani tosses in, controlled by Simkowski, back to Hatani, through the middle. Initial interception was there. Naboris was unable to corral it. Louis switches it, and this could be threatening. Mele in control now. Mele working inside the penalty area on the brink, now pulls in. That pass attempt blocked, but it ricochets over to Costa. His whip attempt off the defender, out for a Juve throw. Costa takes it quickly. Zabo trying to keep the pressure on. Whips the cross in. Off the line comes the keeper. Punching it free was Draki, but the pressure temporarily was there until Naboris took possession for Toronto. Secured by Mimani. He'll switch up the pitch as the Red Wolves try get shape again and some composure in their control. Naboris trying to plead to switch. They continue to work the far side and turn it over. Costa had it temporarily. His through ball initially knocked out, but now controlled again. Good touch intended for Louis. He lost his footing, but he'll have a chance to make a play. Can't keep it in. And it's out for a Red Wolves throw. Loose ball flicked on as Louis takes control, dropping it back as Konatak had it stripped away from him and now played forward where it's met by the defensive challenge of Letra. Through ball, that's controlled nicely by Mimani. He's going to have a chance to set up something for the Red Wolves. Drawn back, Elson. Elson steps over, pulls back for Mimani. Thought about whipping the cross in, continues to dance over top the ball. Short option in Naboris didn't work out, but it ricochets over to Nigatu. That's broken up. Juve looking for counter-attacking opportunities now. Stretching past is Zabo, and he continues in possession. Zabo looking for the overlapping option there in Mele. Mele running onto it, trying to work the edge of the area. Pulls back, looking for support here. Mele trying to take on the defender. Initially loses it, and well defended that time by the Red Wolves, but they nearly give it away. In fact, they do. Good turnover by Simkowski to come up with it. Zabo, he coughs it up, and now Nagatu has it for Toronto. Nagatu plays it up the far touchline, but that's going to track out for a throw-in here in the 8th minute of play. From the throw, Juve holding possession along the far touchline. Turned over now with Nagatu as it's juggled around and trying to possess Naboris. He does come away with it. Naboris in control for the Red Wolves. Nagatu trying to step past the defender, but Konderek stepped into him nicely. Nice chance there as it's off the defender, and Stipo tried to prevent it from going for the corner. But the Red Wolves will have the first corner kick of this match here in the 9th minute. Get a look at the replay. And there you can see it's defended well by Michael Costa, who gets his foot to it to prevent the cross going through. So the Red Wolves will send Margaritis over to the far corner as he sets up for the outswinger. Naboris checking to him for the short option. He uses it, and now back to Margaritis. Low cross to the top of the area. Nagatu, closest player to it, tries the left-footed strike. That's blocked, and this could be a counterattack as it's sent ahead for Mele. Mele tries to murk the first man. Gets past him. Mele breaking in. Well-timed tackle. Knocked out for a corner kick. Well, good speed there from Christopher Mele, but beautiful defending. Have a look at the replay here. Mele gets past the first man, but tracking down for that tremendous tackle was Luke Honeyset, and he came in to prevent a clear-cut chance for Mele. Corner kick here for Glen Shields Juve as Zabo over top the ball, hits the man defending close, and it's out for a Juve throw. Zabo tosses in. Hatani. Short touch intercepted. As Juve trying to wrestle possession back, but Nagatu digs it out and chips it ahead. Nice job as he picked out Elson, who just pushes it further up the pitch. And now the defender Carnevale heads it back to the keeper Stipo, who quickly bowls it out. Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its talented pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Here go Glen Shields Juve on the brink of the penalty area. Inside, Zabo, left-footed cross. Didn't have a ton on it, so it's blocked out. Only a half clearance as the Red Wolves try to carry it out of their own defensive third, and now Naboris pushes it almost directly up to our broadcast tower, as it's a durable booth here in the Ben Rycroft broadcast booth, and easiest name, and somehow I just butchered it, as Naboris tries to play it forward, the Ben Rycroft broadcast booth. As Naboris chips that one ahead, and this could be menacing. Nagatu running onto it, trying to control. Pulls back, there's the shot, but Stipo has it well covered, making the save after Yorsi Picaraj teed that one up for the Red Wolves. Loose ball will be chipped all the way back towards the Red Wolves keeper Draki, who has to come out of his area. And again, I think they're trying to get Fran a few touches here in this one. Not sure how his heading skills are, but the way this match is going, the way the wind is pushing it, our camera op might get a few touches here tonight yet. As the cloud cover moving in this afternoon, and Nagatu trying to push the Red Wolves forward. Naboris drives that out to Elson. Elson looking to whip across in towards the area, headed on by Carnevale. Stipo charging off his line and just gets to it ahead of Nagatu. That one cleared up by Menadieo as Simkowski through the center circle, tries to reverse, and he does well to pick the man running out wide. Touched ahead, Zabo unable to get to it after the initial pass but digging it back, it finds its way to Szabo. Szabo trying to shield 2 defenders off. That ball chipped back towards the near side. The aerial attempt from Menedio was short and ultimately out for a Red Wolves throw. Good pace to this match. Both teams starting to generate some menacing looking opportunities. You have to think the way things are going, we'll get a breakthrough at some point in this first half. Play continuing on after that exchange as Hatani wins it. It's with Simkowski now just at the top of the penalty area where he continues to battle. Knocked only as far as Mele, who turns with it. Mele trying to step around the defender. Baits him in with some nice footwork. Draws to the outside. Mele looking for crossing options. Whips it, but that's off the man and out for the corner. Christopher Mele continues to create today for Glen Shields Juventus, and on that last exchange, earning his team the corner kick. Juve showing a preference to those short corners as a option presenting in Lucas Menedio. This time they'll whip the in-swinger in. Header, somewhat clear. Hatani, he'll rip one, and oh, that just goes over the bar. What a strike there from Faroud Hatani as he was roaming around the penalty area. Have a look at the replay. The defensive header was only a half clearance, put it in a dangerous spot. And on the bounce, Hatani, you can see it just sailed over the bar. Keep an eye on that kind of shot from Hatani today. Clearly having the confidence to have a go, and he just narrowly missed that one. Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves from the free kick in possession now with Bekiraj on it, turning up the pitch, and they'll try and make something happen with pace here as Sauer plays it forward. Bekiraj crossing in, that one headed away, pulled back, and that's going to be a free kick as Evdoxiadis got pulled back right as he was about to make a play on it. I think we're going to get the substitution here for Toronto. So pre-free kick, we'll get the change, and it's Anthony Kennedy coming into this match and Yorsi Bekiraj coming out for the time being. Two Red Wolf players standing over top the ball for the time being, as it's Luke Honeysett and Elliot Neighbors. Honeysett will take it, chips it in, headed on and wide, as the effort there from Aaron Elson didn't quite challenge the keeper Steeple. The flag went up, so ult mattered. But some nice creativity on the set piece from the Red Wolves, and let's see what they can do should they get future opportunities like that. Elson will take the throw in here. Naboris, the captain, checked too, but he won't use him. Instead goes up the line for Mimani. Itan Mimani commits a foul, and now a free kick to Juve. Latea sets it up from the restart. Steeple being closed with pace, but he does well to get the ball away. Controlled now as Hatani, who had that last chance for Juve, plays it up the line for Louis. Louis trying to turn past the defender, stays in there as Louis continues to battle with his man and commits a foul tight to the goal line, so a free kick for the Red Wolves. Ball played forward and just as quickly knocked back. We'll do it all again with another Toronto throw. One more match on the day after this one. At 4 p.m. we'll have the men's final between Woodbridge and Gloucester Celtic. Seems like a September tradition to have Celtic playing in the MilkUP Ontario Cup men's final. Faroud Hattani, he's had one of the best chances of the match so far. He tosses in from the throw, controls once again. Hattani playing it back. Picked up by Kondarak, who switched it over, and now Carnevale switches back to Hattani. Hattani under pressure here from 2 Red Wolves. He plays it back. Where Letra goes all the way to the keeper, Stipo. Stipo looking up the right side and plays it where it's met by the defensive header of Margaritas. Juve do retain as Mele trying to chase this down now. Mele controlling as he takes on defenders. Mele chips it ahead, intended for Louis, but it never got there. Negatu, he volleys that one up. Chasing down defensively is Costa. He puts his body in the way to make the play on Kennedy. Crowd trying to give some energy here to the players on the pitch as the pace slowing just a little bit in the last few moments, but now the Red Wolves try pick it up again. Working the far flank is Sauer. Sauer with a little 1-2 before it's turned over, and the ball makes its way to the Juve keeper, Stipo. Stipo has to play it out with his left, and he does nicely to pick out his teammate there in Simkowski. Controlled here by Hattani. Back to Simkowski. Takes the space in front of him as he wants to lead the attack. Dishes that one off to Menadio. Switches to the far flank. Running onto it is Costa. He's got Mele making the break. Mele into the attacking third. Wants to whip a low cross. Simkowski was right there. He had time, but he hit it maybe a little rushed, and ultimately the chance goes astray. Good creation there from Juve. Get a look at the replay, and you can see Simkowski just missing. Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. Here go the Red Wolves. Great through ball, is trying to track that down with purpose, but unable to do so. I believe that was Kennedy who tracked over. It was Kennedy who just subbed in not that long ago, and he nearly made a big impact, as there's some big contact on the back of Louis, and it's a free kick for Juve. Michael Svab gets whistled for the foul as Lucas Menadio restarts the play. They switch over to the far flank for Costa. Costa settling it down for Mele, who wants to turn inside. Now goes outside as he dances past Margaritas. In control, note turned over as Negatu comes up with it. And now the Red Wolves trying to work the far touchline. Pulled back as Kennedy looks for an option. Pushes up the pitch where it's headed away by Hattani. There's a good through ball. Louis is onside. Can he track this down? He initially misses it, but he's going to have time to corral it here. Louis trying to work his way from the touchline into a more central position. He dishes off to Menadio, who then pulls back. Hattani. They don't want to force. They'll reset through the back line as it's controlled by Letra. He looks to switch. Costa has time to pull this. Costa, he's got a man breaking there, tried to pick out Simkowski, never could find him, and now it's turned over, and here goes Mimani. Mimani's through ball, that's intercepted. Picked up now by Menadio. Quick little flick on by Simkowski as Mele battles for it and does come away with it. Costa, his ball, that's off a Red Wolf player. They'll try hold possession as Xavier Sauer does well to keep it in and keep possession with Toronto. Michael Svab in possession here. He controls and pulls back. 23rd minute of the match. Under 17 boys final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup, with a chance to represent the province at Nationals in October on the line. Controlled here by the Juve backline, Carnevale. He'll go to the keeper, Stipo. Back to Carnevale. Switched over to Costa. Played ahead now for Mele, but out of his range and out for a Toronto throw. The wind picking up and the sun has seemingly gone away for the time being. Conditions a little cooler. But again, I reiterate, no rain, no bees. That's all fine by me. Ooh, physical exchange, and in the end, a free kick awarded to Juve. The player hauled down was Julius Szabo. And on the restart, they work it near side for Hatani. Hatani plays it back. Letra, he'll go all the way to the keeper, Stipo. Stipo switches, pushes up the right flank where Mele tries to head on for Simkowski. Simkowski chasing down the defender in Honeyset. Oh, Draki, the keeper, didn't make great contact with that clearance, and that's going to lead to a Juve throw-in. The Toronto bench seemingly having a bit of an issue with the game balls that are being deployed. I think they're saying they don't like the way they're rolling or bouncing. There seems to be a difference in the inflation of the balls. I guess this is Ontario Soccer's version of Inflategate. I'm kidding. Obviously, our match officials would have checked the equipment stringently before the game. It's, yeah, definitely no Inflategate here. I just couldn't resist the joke. Anyways, here go the Red Wolves. Good ball in. Mamani chips. Can he finish? Oh, what a save by Stipo. He hauls back and punches it clear as Mamani was waiting to knock it home after initially chipping the keeper, but unable to punch it across the line. Stipo tracked back for the biggest save yet in this match. Nagatu, his through ball, that gets broken up. Headed on as Mimani staying onside. He tries to chip forward. Loose ball corralled here by Elson. Elson trying to take on Hatani. Hatani does well to strip it free and now looks to get Juve on the attacking side of half as he pushes to Louis. Louis drops back. Menadio, he'll switch, and now they'll make their charge onto the attacking side of half. Switching back where Szabo takes control through the middle. Szabo trying to square up, looking for a left-footed strike maybe. Pulls into the penalty area. Sharp angle. Cross to the back post. Simkowski elevates. There's a volley from Louis, and it just rolls wide. Both teams exchanging opportunities. Both squads coming close. Have a look at that last chance as you see Szabo with the left-footed cross. Knocked by the defender where it fell to Louis for the volley attempt, and Draki stretched out for the diving effort but was relieved to see it roll wide. Ball goes out for a Juve throw. As I may have jinxed it, I'm starting to feel some raindrops. That one's on me, folks. Sorry about that. Louis, he'll try control. There's a shot. Oh, and that curled just wide of the post. Massimo Louis starting to heat up now for Juve. As he just pushed that one wide. Through the midfield, trying to control as the Red Wolves want to relieve some pressure here. They at least get the ball up the pitch As a pesky cloud brings in a unwelcomed weather system that we hope passes quickly, because here go Juve on the attack once again. Costa bringing the ball ahead. Mele turns, tries the through ball, but too heavy for Sumkowski to catch, and easily secured by the keeper, Draki. Bowls it out where Honeysett, under some pressure, did well to get rid of it. Or that was Svab, rather. And that's knocked out for a Juve throw. Approaching the 30th minute of play. Still scoreless here in the under-17 boys final of the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. We're playing two 45-minute halves, and if we remain tied after 90, we go straight to penalties. Free kick awarded to the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves as Svab prepares the restart. Surveys the pitch and was going to keep it short, but then that got covered. So now he'll push it up where Nagatu tries to flick on. Coming away with it is Anthony Kennedy rather, as Neighbors tries to, Naboris tried to make that play. It's broken up. Juve desperately trying to hold it in here with Costa hustling, but it's knocked out of play for a Red Wolves throw. Nagatu will take the toss. He'll actually leave it for a teammate there in the form of Sauer. Sauer in for Naboris. Right back to Sauer. He patrols, tries the cross, and Stipo up with safe hands to make the save. He quickly throws out looking for counter-attacking options. Sumkowski taking on the defender, but Svab keeps him in check and wins the throw for Toronto. O'Neill's Sportswear is a leading supplier globally to grassroots organizations and professional clubs alike. With over 100 years of expertise, O'Neill's is Ontario Soccer's proud official soccer apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. For more information on their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit O'Neills.com. O'Neill's Sportswear, live for it. Juve trying to hold possession, but it's out of play, and now the Red Wolves will have a throw inside the attacking side of half. There's a bit of an equipment issue here with one of the players, I believe, that's been spotted, and I think it's Faroud Hattani. Oh, he might have a bit of an open cut on his leg. I think that's the case. So they'll have to bandage him up before he can return to play. But Hattani's played a tough physical match so far, and I don't think that'll keep him out of action for very long. Louis does well to win that shoulder to shoulder, and now it's controlled by Sumkowski. But again, Hattani's still on the touchline. They're short one man on this near side. Naboris trying to expose that. Naboris drops back. That ball switched over. Controlled there by Sauer. He pushes ahead. Sauer with a touch over to Nagatu. Nagatu dancing over top, trying to draw the right-footed cross. Pulls to the right again. Picks out Naboris, top of the area, left-footed strike. That's blocked. Naboris ricochets. Nagatu trying to chase it down, but the flag goes up, and that puts an end to the attack there for the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves. 32nd minute of action, and you get a look at the replay. Naboris had a couple of cracks at it, but by the time Nagatu was able to track it, he came from an offside position to negate any further attack for the Red Wolves. Sumkowski from his chest tried to get it to Szabo. That's broken up and now controlled by Evdokiadis. Evdokiadis pushed it back before it got over to Naboris, and now it finds its way over to Svab. Michael Svab up the line intended to, but Louis there for the interception. Did well to hold it in before it's Elson taking control for the Red Wolves. And now he pushes ahead for Mimani, who gets past the sliding defender. Mimani inside the penalty area, crosses. Stipo dives out and intercepts that cross to bail out his man. It was Gabriel Letra who went in with that sliding challenge, exposing the space there, but Stipo with a big stop. Juve trying to build an attack of their own now. With that ball pushed forward, it's intercepted for Naboris. Naboris leaves for Svab. Up the touchline now for Elson. Elson looks to cross in. That could be danger, but the flag goes up and nothing more to go for Anthony Kennedy. As the keeper, Stipo, I think was asking for a yellow after Kennedy put it through, but nothing coming of it. Chipped ahead by Costa. Defensively, the Red Wolves have it covered, and they'll knock it out for a Juve throw. Approaching the final 10 minutes of the first half. And despite all the chances, we still remain scoreless. Both teams have shown good creativity in their build-up. They've just lacked clinical finish when needed. Let's see if either one can find a breakthrough here late in the first. That ball from Mimani gets intercepted. Picked up through the center circle by Zabo. Evades the tackle from Mimani. Naboris gets in the way of it. Negatu's attempt blocked. Zabo trolling and trailing as he tracks it and tries to play it through. Appeals for a handball, and it will be granted. The Juve bench not happy that that call was presented after a bit of consternation. And now it's played forward where Louis can't control, but Simkowski will. Simkowski trying to pull it back as he leaves it there for Menadio. Naboris, Menadio, Negatu, he's unable to control. The Red Wolves prepare to make a couple of substitutions as Juve move the ball over to Costa. Costa looking up the far line, but that got closed down by Negatu. And now Carnevale will leave that for his keeper, Stipo. Ball clears half with ease as Louis takes it down. Louis through the middle, bit of contact, not enough to draw a call. And then Massimo Louis commits the foul, pleads his case, and he better be careful not to draw a caution there for protesting too much. As you get a look at the replay, minimal contact there on Louis. But then you can see his right leg making strong contact with the ball carrier for Toronto. There's a cross in. Mimani heads it on, but the flag went up. So it would not have mattered, as we'll get the offside restart. 36th minute. Both teams continue to work for a breakthrough here in a scoreless under-17 boys final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Of course, the action continues next week as well, and you can relive all the action from yesterday and the 3 matches today through the Match Center page at ontariosoccer.net, and make sure you download the My Soccer app powered by BMO. Carnevale comes in to cut off that attempt. Pushes the ball up the pitch, but it'll be met there by the defender, Honeysett. Honeysett goes back to his keeper, Draki. Lays it over to Svab. Svab with time and space, he dribbles it forward. Now plays the ball up, but it's intercepted by Hatani, whose attempt is flicked on there by Menadio before the teams exchange possession as Louis settles it down. Letra back to the keeper, Stipo. Stipo, good foot through that one as Mele tried to flick on. Loose ball, and Mele is going to be able to collect this here. Mele tracking against Sauer. Mele crosses that one in. Louis in the vicinity, knocked away initially by the defender Svab. Still danger though, as Szabo's shot attempt got blocked. A clearance only as far as Costa as he retains it for Juve. Ball chipped to the near flank now where Hatani takes control. Pushes that ahead for Louis. Louis being closed down by two Wolves. Oh, does well to dance through them. Louis still in possession, still going in. Oh, what a stop! Oh, Massimo Louis putting on a clinic. The play still continuing on. Hatani crosses in as the ball falls in the penalty area and eventually is cleared away. We've got a Toronto player down behind the play as Louis falls to the turf as well. And hopefully both men are okay. Let's get a look at the replay here. Phenomenal dribbling by Massimo Louis. Gets around three players and a fourth. And there you see the save from Draki and the late charge in. That might have been Evdokiadis who was slow to get up for Toronto. Margaritas was in the vicinity as well. Good to see both players will be okay to continue on though. And how about that for a breathtaking moment supplied by Massimo Louis. And a tremendous save by Justin Draki to keep this game scoreless. The Red Wolves wait to make their substitutions as we'll restart with the drop ball controlled by Juve. 39th minute, and that's maybe the closest we've come to an opener yet. Picked up through the midfield, controlled by Menedio. They switch to the flank. Costa chips ahead. Mele's going to run onto this. He's had a few chances today. Mele still in control. Draws back in front, and Szymkowski again in tight, but he puts it over the bar, out for a goal kick. We'll get the substitutions here for the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves as Simon Martinez gets set to come into this match. Have a look at the replay of that last chance for Juve. Nagatu out for Martinez. And there you see Szymkowski at the edge of the six and somehow put it over top the bar. Kojo Adams-Tran into the game now for Toronto as well, with Aaron Elson coming out for the time being. From the goal kick restart as we hit the 40th minute, Toronto trying to defend on this charge from Juve. Szabo in possession. Tries to advance it to Louis. He takes a knock, and that's going to be a free kick set piece for Glen Shields Juventus. Here you get a look at the replay and the foul committed on Massimo Louis. And this is going to be a big set piece opportunity now for Juventus. A chance to potentially strike first here in the under-17 boys final of the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Christopher Mele and Julius Szabo stand over top the ball for Juve. A four-man wall defends the free kick attempt for the Red Wolves. Mele steps in, curls it, and pushes it just wide. The biggest soccer event in the world is coming to our country and province in 2026, and we want you to be a part of it. With BMO as the title partner, Generation 26 is a bold initiative designed to bring the game to every corner of Ontario with a full calendar of events and initiatives running through the summer of 2026 and beyond. Learn more at ontariosoccer.net/Gen26. The Red Wolves not happy that Juve received the throw here as we're inside the final 5 minutes of the first half. Szymkowski trying to turn with it. Szymkowski nearly gets it back. He's still battling from the turf. Quickly pops back up. Great resilience there from Szymkowski. Kondonak, he plays that through the middle for Carnevale. Return to Kondonak as he tried to touch it for Szymkowski. Turned over, and now the Red Wolves trying to push forward, but quickly Juve get possession back. Mele in control, dancing around, makes the pass to Kondonak. They'll go back to Letra as he's under pressure here from Mimani. Switching the ball, Costa's got to hustle to get to that, and he's got pressure on his back here from Sauer. Pushes it up the line, it's off a Red Wolf player and out for a Juve throw. Well, those of us in the booth, we've noticed it, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx it. And we'll just leave it at that. Stipo, the keeper, clears that out where Mele tries to play it forward. Naboris there for the touch for the Red Wolves. And now Simkowski and Louis take control. Louis, great through ball for Mele. He's tracking into the area, takes the shot and just pushes it past the post. Draki had it covered, but Christopher Mele continues to create. Have a look at this replay of that last chance for Juve. Great through ball, Mele working that right wing, and there you can see the margin of error so slim. He just misses on that attempt. Would have been close if Draki would have had it covered or not. Mele just about put that home. Both teams have had opportunities here in the first half, but I think it's probably safe to say the quality of goal-scoring opportunities have been a little better for Juve. Although Toronto, they've certainly threatened at times. Naboris, especially early. Nagatu had a few good chances early. Now they work it with Adams-Tran. Adams-Tran pushing it in towards the corner. Tries the cross, but it's covered well by Hatani and out for a corner kick. We'll wait to see how much added time we'll have here to cap off the first half. I wouldn't expect it to be much more than 2, maybe 3 minutes. As the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves prepare for this corner. They'll send Giannis Margaritis over to take this as he sets up for the in-swinger. Margaritis, left-footed ball towards the near post, knocked away by the defender. Margaritis gets it right back. Tries to cue up the cross again, headed down by Louis. Right back to Margaritis. He'll have a third attempt. This time keeps it short. Memani pulls that one back. Martinez just gets past Louis. There's a lot of contact there, and eventually with no advantage materializing, a free kick issued to the Red Wolves. Get a look at the replay and you'll see what I mean. That shirt tug had Martinez free for just a moment as he got past Louis, but then closed down so quickly there really was no advantage. And we'll have just 1 minute of added time to cap off the first half of play here in the Under-17 Boys Final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Throw comes in for the Red Wolves, headed initially by Laterra, but now it's controlled as Mele tries to charge forward. Well-timed slide tackle there by Svab. Tossed in quickly, Hatani. And that'll do it for the first half of play. So 45 minutes in the books. And little separating these two squads through the first half of action. It's 0-0 between Glen Shields Juventus and the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves. We'll get a look at your first half stats, and there you can see Juventus with 8 shot attempts but only 1 on target, whereas the Red Wolves with 4 attempts, all 4 on target, 2 corners apiece, 5 combined fouls between the squads. It's a well-spirited, well-contested match, and we'll have to see how it plays out in the second half of action. You're tuned in to the Under-17 Boys Final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup.
This is Canadian soccer. Not borrowed, not copied. Born of cold mornings, long roads, and wide open skies. Built in small towns and rising cities. The game moves fast. Pressure's real. Tackles sting. And the moments, they don't fade.
Oh my goodness me! You cannot give him that much time and space!
Every match pushes us forward. Every touch, a step higher. This is the Canadian Premier League on TSN.
Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Number 7 Auto Mall today.
For me, my soccer journey in OPDL started with MilkUP FC. At the time I played for Pickering, but I had moved to Markham to play there. I played in there for a couple of years, had a lot of joy there, did really well with the team. The team was really good.
The OPDL provided the environment for real elite class players to play against each other consistently, and so that definitely helped Jade to raise the game and to become the player that she is today.
It allowed her to develop to her potential and also be visible. Everyone knew about Jade. When you're in the OPDL program and you're good, people are going to know. It's set up to identify those players.
think they're lost. There's no game on today.
Where is everyone? Do we know that guy?
Was that just in Marsh?
I feel honored being selected for Team Ontario, and I feel like privileged.
People thought that I had something to contribute to this team, and that means a lot.
There's a lot of like hard work and dedication that leads into this.
It's a really nice reward for all the hard work that all of us put in.
Okay, girls, it's all yours.
And it's nice to see all the work that everyone puts in to produce talent in this province.
I felt great. I felt like I made it to another step in my life, and I just want to keep on getting better and show what I can do.
I've always wanted to be on the team, so it's really exciting.
Not every kid has the chance to be here and play for Team Ontario, so I'm really proud of myself.
It's super cool to represent where I grew up, and obviously my goal is to go as far as possible. So I was just really excited because this is a really good first step.
It was really exciting, and I was really happy to find out when I got the email.
It feels quite awesome, honestly. It's a great experience.
I feel like I get to perform and show my talents to everyone here watching and Ontario Soccer.
I'm really appreciative. I really like this program, and it's amazing here. I really like it.
Walking in, seeing our names above our jersey, I've done some stadium tours, and it literally felt right like that. It felt like we were professional players.
It felt like a pro experience.
A pro experience?
It felt really professional.
It was very professional and stuff. I've seen it on TV and stuff, so it was that.
It felt like I was walking into a professional team's change room, and then I'm about to play in a professional game.
It felt like I was kind of like a professional, with all my teammates.
It was a really nice experience just to hype us up, maybe get us ready for the game even more.
I'm excited for the games, the results, and to make friendships with the new teammates I have.
I'm really excited to play with the best players in Ontario, playing with them and against them.
I like being challenged like this. It's a great feeling. I love it.
I'm excited to perform for my coaches, my teammates, and to just show my skills around.
Just be able to play with a couple of my friends, show who I am, and play my greatest abilities,
I'm most excited for playing with new players that aren't on my team, that I don't get to see very often, and that are from different places like London and Ottawa.
Learn new stuff, score some goals, help the team win.
Learn about what I can do on my position and just get better, play with better players, and just improve.
We both played 2012, so having this opportunity to play up with this amazing group of girls has just been awesome.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, and these jerseys are super cool, so they're really nice.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
I see.
How are you? Good, good.
All right, soccer fans, welcome back inside the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium Field for the second half kickoff here in the under-17 boys final of the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Scoreless so far in this match between Juve and the Red Wolves, but not for a lack of effort or chances. Both teams playing strong. Ontario Soccer is thrilled to collaborate with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. Juve in their Bianco Neri, their white and black kits, working left to right across your screen as the Red Wolves bring it forward in their red and blacks. And this is a chance. Nemi breaks in, beats the keeper. Can he finish it? Oh, yes! It's across the line, and it's in! Itan Memani gets the goal. Opening minute of the second half. Check this replay. Memani breaks in. Ricochets off the keeper, off of Memani's chest, gets his left foot to it, and before the defender can pull it back, it was close, but the initial touch clearly crossed the line. And in the opening minute of the second half, Itan Memani gives the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves a 1-0 lead. Out of nothing, and then it turned into something big. Memani gets the goal. That one touched on. Memani in control again, pushes forward. Martinez. Toronto want to try double here. Pushing that one to the far flank. Controlling is Adams Tran, crosses in, and it is two! Memani with a second half brace. 2 goals inside 2 minutes. All the Red Wolves are hunting now. The pack is proud. And the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves, on the strength of a brace from Itan Memani, take a 2-0 lead. You see the replay, the frustration from the keeper, Stipo. Nothing he could do there. Absolutely helpless as Memani powers that home for his second in 2 minutes. We've literally played 2.5 minutes, and Memani has struck twice now for the Red Wolves. Pack mentality, and Memani right now leading the pack with 2 goals inside the opening 2 minutes. Massimo Louis, he was looking good in the first half for Juve, but that hope of an attack quickly snuffed out. Throw-in will go to the Red Wolves.
Head in the game, boys.
As both keepers that started this match continue here in the second half. And now the announcement for Memani's first goal. That just barely crossed the line, but it clearly did on the replay. And then the second one was a no-doubter. I heard them announce the second goal as Kojo Adams Tran, but clearly Memani who finished that off. Toronto don't really care. They've got 2. Can they make it 3? Here's another chance, but that one just goes wide of Stipo's cage as Anthony Kennedy with that last opportunity there for Toronto. PowerUp Sports is the official technology partner and member registration system of choice of Ontario Soccer, bringing a unified, secure, and intuitive registration experience to member organizations across the province. Check out powerupsports.com/Ontario to see how their best-in-class technology can help your club succeed on and off the pitch.
Come on, boys, step up, man. Let's go.
So we're double checking the second goal for the Red Wolves, but it sounds like it could be an own goal. And it looks like the fourth official has confirmed that the second goal will be credited as an own goal for Carnevale. Toronto still up 2. Can Imani get the brace now? No, that time he's stopped on a good save by Stipo. So it's not 2 for Mimani. It's just 1 for the time being. But Toronto continue to lead 2-0 with 2 goals inside of 2 minutes to start the second half. Unbelievable change of this game. Let's see how Juve respond here. Pushing forward. They had so much good work in the first half, and seemingly all has evaporated with those 2 Toronto goals. Simkowski was unable to hold possession, and now on the back heel, nice job to play that in by Kennedy. Kennedy retains possession here. Pass through the middle. There's a shot attempt from distance, but that won't challenge Stipo as an easy save there off the boot of Martinez. Hatani. That one out of play. Possession to Juve for the throw. Flicked on by Simkowski, but he couldn't muscle it through. Naboris. Controlled here by Margaritas. Kennedy. Well-timed tackle there by Costa, and it's out for a Juve throw. Into the middle after the touch from Menadio. Ooh, Sabo gets clipped, and that's going to be a caution. Yellow card comes out against Itan Mimani here in the 52nd minute. There you get a look at the replay and the clattering challenge on Sabo. Played short from the restart over to Hatani. Kondonak. Carnevale. Again, the second goal credited as an own goal to Carnevale. Tough break there as he was clearly just trying to hustle back and make a play on the ball, but it negates the brace for Mimani. And more importantly for Toronto, it doubles the lead to 2. Nice back heel that time by Martinez, but they're going to say the ball tracked out just before. And it'll be a throw in here for Juve. Controlled through the midfield as they try to work their way in front, and Sabo again drawing contact to earn a free kick. Sabo keeps it short as Kondonak switches. Hatani baits in Naboris. Makes the pass ahead for Louis, who falls to turf, but no call. Mimani. That long ball up the pitch. It's heavy, but Stipo's back on his line and finally comes out to charge for it. He was slow to react because Anthony Kennedy was pressing. And for a moment, it looked like Kennedy might get to it. Simkowski, he'll track that one down, and he'll have a chance to make a play here for Juve. Simkowski draws back in front to Louis, who steps over, shoots, and that's blocked. Maybe a little too much flash and dash there from Louis, as he never squared up a true powerful shot, and it was easily thwarted by the defender. Did well to dance over to create it, but didn't have the finish one needed. Juve will try again here with Mele in possession. Mele squaring on the defender, Totten. Mele brings it inside the area, draws back to the top. There's a shot, but Well, you draw it up nicely and you hope for better. That was not the finish they wanted, with Lucas Menadillo skying that one out of play and out of the park.
Let's go.
There you get a look at the graphic, an own goal for the second one on the board for the Red Wolves. Carnevale conceding the own goal as the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves get set to make a trio of substitutions, including bringing back Yorsi Bekaraj into the match, who started this game, and then we haven't seen him since he was subbed out in the first half. Let's get a look at the replay of the second goal for Toronto, the own goal. There you see the touch. It was indeed off of Carnevale. So great job by the officials, by our technical crew queuing up the replay. You see the reaction immediately from Carnevale, as it was clearly an own goal. Really tough break there for Juve. And that explains the frustration and the reaction from Stipo as well, as Mimani doesn't get credit, but he was right there, and certainly his presence alone impacted that play by Carnevale. From the goal kick restart, Juve keep it short. Carnevale. Controlled here by Kodanak. He'll play that one up the pitch. Simkowski trying to control from his chest. A free kick awarded. Bit of a late whistle, but there was a fair amount of contact on the back of Simkowski, as now it's controlled by Costa with the restart. He'll keep it short into the middle. Kodanak cuts back. Wasted possession as the Red Wolves can't capitalize, and it finds its way back to Costa. Up the line, Mele unable to catch it before it goes out, and it'll be a throw in here for the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves. Well, the under-17 girls squad for Juve picking up victory in their earlier match. Dramatics, though, 7-6 in penalties. And if the under-17 boys squad for Juve want that same success, they're going to need some dramatics here. Maybe not of that sort, as Stipo clearing it out before Negatu could supply any serious pressure on him. But Juve are going to need something inspired to get back in this one now. Naboris, he picks up the loose ball and he's streaking forward. Naboris into the penalty area, draws the right-footed chip to the back post, cleared away by Costa, but only a half clearance, as it's picked up by Elson. Or check that, that's Sauer, Xavier Sauer in possession. His cross, again only a half clearance from the defenders, as that shot didn't have much off the foot of Bekaraj and easily stopped by the keeper Stipo. Simkowski was unable to corral after winning the aerial challenge. Now it's controlled by Hatani. Hatani takes contact from Negatu, and that's a free kick for Juve. That ball intended for Mele, headed down, but picked up here by Lucas Menadillo. He plays it out wide for Costa, who tries to whip it in. It's off the defender and out for a Juve throw. Costa tosses in. Simkowski battling for possession. Defender gets a leg to it, and knocking it out there was Sebastian Totten. Played in and controlled by Simkowski. Back to Costa. His cross knocked high in the air before Kodanak heads it out for a Red Wolves throw-in. Toronto will slow it down a little bit with Totten preparing to take the toss. Finds its way to Costa, who chips it ahead. Ball ricocheting around. Sabo trying to control it Naboris providing opposition. Louis takes the shot from outside the area. Did well to thread it through the defenders in his way, but a relatively routine save there for Justin Draki. Nice little 1-2, springs Nagatu, and now he's got room to run up the far flank. Nagatu pushes forward. Good ball into the penalty area. Well defended there by Carnevale, who gets a foot to it and prevents the shot from Beckeraj, challenging the keeper. Corner kick to come here for the Red Wolves. As we hit the 60th minute mark and we're inside the final half hour of the under-17 boys final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. The Red Wolves setting up for the outswinger. Ball comes in. Good cross. Headed on. Off the crossbar. Stipo reached but couldn't get to it after, I believe it was knocked there by Honeysett. Ball played forward. May have been Totten in the fray as well, as he had pushed up. I do believe it was Honeysett who's now retreating back to his center back position. Great chance for the Red Wolves to make it 3, but it stays out. Honeysett now defending against Mele. The sun shining with strength now. Gotta love it. Costa. Carnevale. Pushing it over now is Letra. Both teams preparing to make substitutions here, and now we'll get the change. The Red Wolves will bring in Rafael David into this match, and Matthew Gerardo comes in for Juve. And on that note, we'll remind you that the Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. So restarting with the Red Wolves throw, it's up the line where they try to work it over to Beckeraj, but he never takes control. And now Naboris tries to reset for Toronto. Taken away nicely there by Gerardo, who's freshly into this match. That ball works its way back to the keeper, Draki, who hammers it first time all the way up the pitch where Beckeraj got a touch but couldn't control. Controlled now by Naboris, who steps over and picks the man out along the touchline. There's a good ball ahead for David. David just brought in. He's hauled down. They wanted them to play on, but eventually there was no advantage, so referee's hand was forced, and he blows the whistle for the foul. Big set piece opportunity here for Toronto in the 63rd minute now. Initially, no one there to defend. Now one player comes out for Juve and Jurado. Cross to come in towards the back post. Stipo up with safe hands to pluck out the ball from Evdokiadis. Simkowski. Mele cutting through the middle. Good through ball, but off the line comes Draki to clear that with his right foot. Good heads up keeping there by Justin Draki. Costa wins that battle and pushes the ball up as it's controlled now by Mele. Working on the defender there as Evdokiadis gets whistled for the foul. And a free kick here for Juve. Kondernak plays it short, but to the far wing. They'll try cut back through the middle with the chip. Headed on, nothing doing initially, as it's controlled now by Rafael David. David still in possession for the Red Wolves. Streaking up the pitch, pulls that over to Nagatu. Nagatu trying to split the D. David, well-timed slide tackle there by Kondernak to come away with it. But David still in possession, takes it to the goal line and ultimately out for a goal kick. 65th minute. As Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves maintaining a 2-0 lead over Glen Shields Juventus. Mele does well to flick that on with the header, and now he paces up the near touchline. Mele working his way back, draws that one. Louis takes control. Back for Mele. Louis trying to step around defenders, pulls to his left, takes the shot. That's blocked. Zabo trying to converge on the loose ball, but it's secured by the Red Wolves and controlled by David, who picks out Nagatu, who's looking for a quick counter. Nagatu tees up the right-footed strike from distance, but Stipo squared up nicely to make the save. Well, the game clearly opening up now as Juve have got to press for chances, and it's opening up those quick counterattack opportunities for the Red Wolves. Remains a 2-0 scoreline, 1 goal from Itan Mimani, and then 2 minutes later, not even 2 minutes later, an own goal from Carnevale. And that staked Toronto to the 2-0 lead early here in the second half. Costa trying to play that ball through. Zabo brings it down. Zabo turning past the defender. Third man in, able to thwart that. Zabo continues to track on the loose ball. He gets a lot of contact, but play continuing on with Nagatu in possession. Nagatu working the far wing, continues to track the ball here for the Red Wolves. Nagatu dribbling, pulls back, gets some support there from David, finds the overlapping option. That cross whipped in. Bekaraj trying to bring it down. David, Bekaraj shoots, big save by Stipo, the rebound there, headed away by Costa. Danger still present, and now a full clearance provided by Kondernak. Honey set. There's a through ball. Nagatu's running on. Shoots. Oh, and that just misses. Wow, what a chance there. As Abel Nagatu, get a look at the replay. That nice chip springs Nagatu. Stipo full stretch, and he's fortunate that went wide. 67th minute. Juve have got to find a way to press through, and this could be something, but no, it's cut off nicely by the defender in Totten, who tracked over before Mele could get to it. Kondernak tries to close down the ball carrier David. It's turned over. Mele working the far wing now. Pushes into the middle for Zabo. Stepping up here is Costa. Costa looking to play in towards the penalty area. Ricochets over to Zabo. Kondernak out wide to Hatani. Hatani, left-footed chip towards the penalty area, headed up by Honeysett, but not clear of danger. Louis, he drags that over to Sumkowski. Chips towards the back post, headed up by a defender in the form of Svab. And ultimately, the Red Wolves able to clear it up across the half. Kondernak pushes that one ahead for Mele. Mele trying to cut back inside. Zabo controlled by Gerardo. Sumkowski. Overlap option in Costa. Closed down nicely there by Sauer, who then chips it up the line. And unable to get the separation was Bekaraj. He continues to battle though, and Bekaraj does well to draw the foul. Carnevale not happy about this call, 69th minute. Get a look at the replay here. Well, it's 50-50, it was close. Bekaraj getting pulled down and drawing the call. Evdokiadis stands over top the ball. He keeps it short from the restart. Evdokiadis into the middle for Bekaraj. He can't control initially. Does get it back. Tees up the right-footed strike, but Stipo just had to barely shuffle his feet to make that save. As the Bank of Soccer with decades of investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to boldly grow the good in business and life by growing our beautiful game. We are honored to work with BMO as lead partner of Ontario Soccer's grassroots empowerment initiatives and newly announced digital platform My Soccer, powered by BMO, a cutting-edge app and media platform set to revolutionize soccer experience for players, coaches, officials, fans, families, and more throughout Ontario. Play whistle down, free kick awarded here to Juve. As you see the QR code on your screen, download the app today for free from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Zabo trying to cut past the defender, does well to work his way inside before he's hauled down, and that's going to be a caution. Julius Zabo showing his explosiveness as Gregory Evdokiadis goes into the book with the yellow card. 71st minute as Justin Draki, the keeper, calling for a two-man wall. Juve wanted a quick restart, but Evdokiadis is down and slow to get up here. He might need a change before play gets back underway. Juve getting set to make 3 substitutions. As the Red Wolves prepare to bring on Simon Martinez in place of the injured Evdokiadis. Maxim Piloli, one of the 3 Juve players that'll be coming into this match momentarily, or at their next opportunity. But Toronto get the change as Martinez in and Evdokiadis out. Free kick here with Zabo over top the ball. Left-footed strike. Falls right to the keeper, Draki, who makes that save look routine. Well, the ice cream truck must be in the park because you hear the tune, or at least I do. And I guess I know what I'm doing in between matches now. As the ball picked up here by Juve and they try turn to make something happen. Mele, quick touch ahead for Zabo, left-footed shot off the defender, out for the corner.
Let's go, come on.
Short option presenting from the corner. As you get a look at the corner comparisons in this match. 3-2 in favor of Juve. And from this one, they create some havoc, but off the ensuing scramble, easily secured by the keeper, Draki. As Massimo Lui was in the vicinity once again, but unable to threaten from that sequence. Nagatu, he mishits that, and it's out for a Juve throw. And now Glenn Shields will get their substitutions. So 3 changes to come here as Simkowski taken out of the match. Interesting choice there. Along with Costa and Kondonak. 3 of their more effective players today, so very interesting choices, but some fresh legs will hopefully spark Juve in the way they need, including the inclusion of Max Piloli, who's into this game wearing number 6. He'll take the right midfield position, and we'll see what kind of impact he can provide on the wing. For now, ball worked over as Juve push it up across the half where it's controlled by Louis. Louis back for Zabo. And Piloli actually taking more of an attacking wing position here as they get a nice back heel overlap run where Hatani earns his team a corner kick. Or was it out for a throw? May have gone for a throw there. Yeah, I think it was a throw, so it'll be a throw deep to the corner. And we'll see what Juve can generate here. Tossed in, Mele trying to make the play tight to the goal line. Defender on his back, trying to shake free. Nothing doing, but the ball ricochets its way out to Menedio. Makes the pass here to Dareo. I've got to say, this handwritten roster from Juve, the coach needs to work on his penmanship a little. Not fully confident that Dareo is actually Dareo, but that's what we're going with here. As it's controlled along the far touchline now by Hatani. Pushes that one over to Mele. Mele tried to pick out Louis. That's broken up. And Dareo there with a nice header. Controlled by Piloli. Up the line where Zabo contends, and he wins a throw-in for Juventus. 76th minute. They quickly get it in for Louis. Louis trying to corral it. Gerardo there as well. Picked up now by Piloli. Back for Menedio. There's a ball played forward. Zabo trying to elevate, but Honeysett there with the defensive header. That ball tracking towards the touchline, kept in by Piloli as he makes the play to Louis. Louis with pace here. Crosses in. Keeper off his line, misses it. Loose ball, and a penalty awarded. Faroud Hatani stepped in for the opportunity. We'll get a look at the replay momentarily, but the referee was right there to spot it. Have another look. Low cross. And here's the contact that comes in. And I don't think there's much doubt there. Hatani was going for the ball. The defender made no contact on the ball while making a lot of contact with Hatani. And this could be the opening that Juve needs. 77th minute, Mele at the penalty spot. Oh, it's saved! What a stop! Justin Draghi preserves the clean sheet. And a statement save there. Listen to the crowd as they chant Draghi's name. Justin Draghi stonewalling Mele on the penalty kick. It was a well-hit penalty, but Draghi went the right way and made a clutch save. Here goes Mele once again. He wants redemption after that miss. Zabo with the shot, and that one tracks wide a target. And it's starting to feel for Juve like it just may not be their day after that missed penalty. Have another look. Well hit by Mele, but Draghi right there. He went the right way. Got his full body behind it. Huge save there. What a turning point in this match. Juve thought they had their ray of hope, but that light was quickly extinguished by Draghi. Battling for possession as David brings it down for the Red Wolves. Sauer back to David into the middle here. Martinez, he'll flip that further wide. Looking to cross in. There's a ball intended for Nagatu, but his boot gets up high. And a free kick awarded to Juve. Quick restart as we're approaching the final 10 minutes of this match. Throw in here issued to Glenn Shields Juventus. This has had a little bit of everything in this match. It's been an unbelievable game here. And we're 2 for 2 on banger matches here on Sunday at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. And of course the men's final coming today at 4 p.m. That'll be a great game as well. The Red Wolves looking to turn possession forward as nice flick ahead, and now it's controlled by Bekaraj, but his subsequent ball picked off. Controlled here by Juve with Dorado switching things up. Ball controlled by Mele. Zabo works through the slide tackle. Zabo pushing forward here for Glen Shields Juve. To his left foot, draws the shot, but as you can see, that just kept on rising and sailed over top the fence out for a goal kick. The Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves will make a substitution here, bringing Margaritas back into the match. And it'll be Yorsi Bekaraj coming out. Bekaraj having a nice impact today. And he leaves this match with his team up 1-0. Sorry, 2-0, excuse me. Carnevale. Back to the keeper, Stipo. That ball chipped ahead. As trying to dig it out there was Piloli. He wins the throw-in for his team, takes it quickly, and now Menadio looks to push them up the pitch. Instead, they'll work it over to Letra, looking to switch over to the far flank for Hatani. Hatani, who drew the penalty, that was then turned away by Draki, and Hatani had a great chance in the first half as well. Glen Shields needs something here. Mele. Mele looking for a call, and he's gifted that one with the contact from Svab. And now a set piece for Juve that brings out some of the Boo Birds in support of the Red Wolves. Right now, a two-man wall sets up to defend. They'll pull a third in as Zabo, the lone player, over top the ball for Glen Shields Juventus.
Why did we kill him in it? We're asking for those.
Draki sets his wall as the keeper's already come up big with the save from the penalty spot. Will he be needed once again? Zabo, left-footed strike. That one won't challenge Draki, as it will get the double doink and stay within the boundaries of the park. That's about the friendliest bounce Juve have gotten in this match, and it's been a frustrating day for them. The first half certainly felt like it was well within their grasp, but then shell-shocked to begin the second, and they've really never found solid footing since. Let's see what they can do here in the final 8+ minutes of this under-17 boys final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. Controlled here by Doreo. Pushes that one forward, no one there in black and white, so the Red Wolves easily take possession. Controlled by Martinez. Dishes back for Honeyset. He's under pressure from Louis. Dishes it away as Totten clears the pressure. And now it's controlled by Menadio. Soon another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Cup history, receive their medals, and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothers the Award Store. For more than 50 years, Nothers the Award Store has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. Ball played back in towards the goal line, kept in, but the flag goes up as Rafael David gets called offside. The Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves are a little more than 6 minutes away from hoisting the MilkUP Ontario Cup trophy. and booking a spot in Nationals in October, but Juve looking for anything last ditch to try change that outcome as Naboris put his body on the line to stop that attack. Controlled here by Gerardo. A little bit of fast and furious in the parking lot over there. It is the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center, so I do appreciate a good burnout, but we do hope that everyone is safe, of course, as well, using caution when so many young families here at the park this weekend. Ball played back from the restart. Juve looking to whip something in here. Easily headed away by the defenders and then pushed on by David. Nagatu chasing it down. Oh, and then he clips his man. That's going to be a free kick as Letra gets taken down. Evdokiadis getting set to come back into this match when Toronto get the opportunity to make a change next. Controlled here by Menadio as he looks to push in the middle. Gerardo gets past the first attempt. Gerardo still in possession, now dishes off. Corralled by Piloli. Mele turns, left-footed attempt, and now Mele has a goal! And now look for some drama and fireworks. They quickly get the ball back before tempers flare. And Christopher Mele, who was denied at the penalty spot, has gotten a sense of redemption here. Have a look at the replay. Mele shielding it with his left foot, slotting it past the keeper, Draki. And oh boy, do we ever have some fireworks left here for the final 5 minutes of this one. Kennedy and Evdokiadis back into the match now for the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves, but Christopher Mele, who is denied from the penalty spot, finds pay dirt there, and he gives Glen Shields Juventus a glimmer of hope here. It's 2-1 as we're in the 87th minute. You'd expect a few minutes of added time here to finish this one off. As that ball played forward, Zabo trying to run onto it. The Red Wolves not taking chances, they just knock it clear. Controlled here by Gerardo. Gerardo dishes out to Hatemi. Hatani, nice job to get past the man. Hatani trying to draw back for Gerardo. Gerardo still in possession, loses it as Naboris will clear that away.
Back in.
Carnevale. That's pushed up by Dureo. This could be a problem. Zabo brings it down, picks out Mele. Mele's right-footed attempt, but that one lacking the substance needed to threaten. And it's out for the goal kick. Draki trying to slow things down here as the Red Wolves trying to hold on. Well, it seemed like they had things calmly and confidently in control, but after that goal from Mele, things maybe a little more tense on that Toronto bench. They work the ball ahead here for Xavier Sauer, who takes it down to the corner before giving possession away. And now Juve will quickly press up the pitch as we await to see how much added time we'll have. Looking to switch back to the near side, and they pick out Piloli. He tries to flick on. The defender gets a touch there in Margaritis. Oh, it's off of Margaritis, and he's got a hustle now as Piloli presses him. And Margaritis concedes the throw in deep in their own defensive zone. Itan Mimani getting set to come back into this match for Toronto. Mimani opening the scoring early in the second half. Dureo passing that one off to Menadio. Controlled there by Letra. His cross knocked on by the defender Margaritis, and that should be out for a corner, and it is. 89th minute. Juve pushing basically everybody up here. They've got 8 players in and around the penalty area. Just one defender back, the kick taker. And the keeper not within the penalty area. That curls towards the near post. Draki there with a solid punch to clear the danger. Naboris, he has a defensive header. Kennedy brings it down, but can he corral it with pressure on him? Nice job there by Kennedy to work out of that pressure. Stripped away though, and Juve tried to reset quickly. Still waiting to see how much added time we'll have, and then a clattering tackle could lead to a yellow card here. And it is going to be a caution for Lucas Menadil. Have a look at the replay, and you can see the way he slides in, not much doubt about it. Bone-crunching tackle there, and good to see the Red Wolf player able to pop back up and continue on here. Into the 90th minute. And we're going to have a minimum of 3 minutes of added time to be played here, as the Red Wolves move the ball up the far flank with Kennedy in possession, stripped away. Kennedy gets it back. What a play there by Kennedy. And then what a tackle. Oh no, a foul committed by Hatani. Hatani is incensed, and that's a caution. Hatani with his, well, a second caution I think has come out to a different player there. I believe it's Gabriel Letera who gets the caution alongside Hatani. Here you get a look at the replay. And it was the exchange of tackles and the last effort from Hatani that blew a gasket. He didn't like that. He got whistled for the foul. And maybe more so the frustration of time slipping away here from Juve. From the restart, Wolves keep it in the corner. Naboris trying to shield from 3 Juve players, but Juve come out of the pack with temporary possession, and only temporarily because good work there by Adams Tran to keep it in. And now a free kick awarded to Juve. Time ticking away. They've got to press everything forward here now. This match that has presented them so many chances, it's going to feel like this slipped from their grasp, but they still have time to make a charge. However, bad ball luck like that won't help them as we get a substitution here with Xavier Sauer coming out of the match, and Itan Mimani, who scored the opening goal in this game, back in for the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves. Ball tossed in from the throw. Carnevale, that own goal stands as the game winner right now. Stipo receiving it from Carnevale. They start to push forward.
Come on, boys.
Latea looks for an option up the pitch. Mele unable to win the aerial challenge, but it's controlled here through the midfield by Menadil. Carnevale, they've got to push forward. There's no time to wait now. Menadil, his pass off the mark. Almost through the 3-minute minimum to be played here. And time ticking away for Juve. The dream of back-to-back championships may just elude their grasp on this day as the Red Wolves get the ball in deep. Carnevale there with the defensive volley. Advantage played as Gerardo able to move the ball out wide. Controlled here by Hatani. Hatani being shielded closely. Advances it up, intended for Zabo, but that's hammered by Svab. And the final whistle sounds with the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves, your under 17 boys 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup champions. They hold on for victory. The crowd onto the pitch to celebrate with their squad. And in maybe the most unlikely of fashions, with 2 goals inside the opening 2 minutes of the second half. And the game winner coming through an own goal. The Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves will represent Ontario this October at the National Championships as your 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup champions. Here you get a look at the final full-time match stats. And for all the shot attempts from Juve, just 2 on target. And in the end, the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves win this match 2-1. It was a physical affair, 4 cautions between the two squads, 13 fouls combined. But 8 shots on target to 2 favoring the Red Wolves, and ultimately they win this match 2-1. What a way to finish. And we've got one more match on the day for our broadcast schedule before we sign off, with the men's final up next between Woodbridge and Gloucester Celtic. But before we get to that, we'll have some final match highlights here, and then we'll sign off by thanking our sponsors once again. Let's get back to the recap of this game. It was a great back and forth affair. Mimani setting up some early opportunities for the Red Wolves, but Stipo, the keeper, was busy. Stipo coming off his line to make another big save before it would end up crossing the line as Mimani gets the opening goal in the second half, at the time making it 1-0. And then just a minute later, an own goal as Mimani challenged for it, but it went off of Carnevale and in to make it 2-0 for the Red Wolves. Then, from the penalty spot, a chance for Juve to claw back in, but Draghi coming up with his best save of the match, denying Mele from the penalty spot. But it would not be denied for Christopher Mele, as eventually he would break through with Juve's lone goal in this game at the time, giving them a glimmer of hope and a chance at redemption. Mele would get the goal, but it would prove to be too little, too late, as on this day, the Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves, I might need a Red Bull. The Toronto Cherry Beach Red Wolves are your 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup champions in the under-17 final. Well, thank you again to our proud partners for today's event. Special recognition goes to our premier partners for Dairy Farmers of Ontario, who are presenting the MilkUP Ontario Cup. Dairy Farmers of Ontario proudly support youth soccer while driving awareness of the benefits of milk and a healthy and active lifestyle to help young athletes realize their untapped potential. We also extend our gratitude to our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, DFO, CPL, BMO, and Circle K, our official apparel partners, O'Neill's Sportswear, as well as Respect in Sport, Power Up Sports, and Nothers, the awards store. On behalf of our great crew, my name's Nico. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at 4 p.m. for the finale today in the men's final at the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup.
Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at number 7 Auto Mall today.